All right, Shalom, Shalom, Mr. Brother Azariah from the Pittsburgh GMS camp. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakar Kadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Much love to you brothers out there preaching the truth and sincerity. Move my mic real quick. And just rolling through online, trying to find something to do a lesson on. And I can't mess around and roll across this, And it's this. Let me open it back up here. Salakia. It's this little DeGrudge looking chick over in Indonesia. She's from Indonesia. And she does some wicked left hand stuff, It's crazy what she does. But at the same time, we know that Satan will give people powers to do certain things. It gives them influence, it gives them riches, wealth, and demons help them on the left hand side, just like demons help Esau manipulate the elements. Demons physically manipulate the elements, before your eyes for these, and they manifest for these different little situations, movies, people, these so-called magicians, which are just people with familiar spirits. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and let this roll. I'm just gonna play a little bit of it, like the first magician act, and get into some scriptures. You see how she appeared out of nowhere.
Hi. Oh, whoa. So what are you called?
And you see, I accidentally had these on. It says, "Whoa, whoa, what are God called?" And Esau ain't slick. I guess I'll leave it on. See how she keep twitching to her left?
What's
like
your name?
Telling the demon to get off her. She's clearly possessed. And the audience thinks it's funny, People are so asleep to what's really going on in front of them, in the world, that they're actually laughing at this demon possessed girl.
Careful.
Oh. Oh.
Help? Sorry.
And like I said, they think it's a riot. It's a laugh riot. This woman here is about to use a familiar spirit to do witchcraft in front of you, and everyone's been so desensitized that it's funny to them.
Where are you from?
Do you want to know if she married?
No.
Okay. Sorry. Yeah.
So I used to watch this type of stuff, back before I became a member of Great Millstone, and I was like looking at these different videos, and a lot of the explanation for this stuff could only be that a demon's helping them. And I saw one before this that was even better. I may open it up, that was even more like obvious of a demon manipulating stuff around them, but I'm gonna go ahead and let it finish.
Whoa.
That key is moving. That key just rolled over. Wow.
All right.
Oh.
So, you know.
Whoa! That was my card.
That's your card.
Wow.
That's weird.
So, you know, yeah, that was the card. But that's not the kicker, though. That's the kicker right here. Oh, I pressed something.
Whoa!
Okay. Didn't go back that
was
far.
my card.
That's your card.
Wow.
That's weird.
But this is the kicker. She actually has a spirit to manifest.
She helps me.
She helped me, is what she's saying.
No, I didn't.
She helps me.
She helps me.
What?
Oh, that's creepy. No, I can't.
Wow.
You know. And the thing is,
I'm never at a loss for words, but I seem to be.
all right, that's enough of that. But yeah, I mean, and it looked just like her. The manifestation of the demon looked just like her. You know, to try to add even more creepiness to it. Now I'm gonna click on this other one. All right, it's the other one that I saw. I guess I'll let hers play. I really was looking for. They got a Jake on here that does this little evil stuff or whatever. Got a Jake on here, and he does some things like right before your eyes. What you think that's gonna do? So she puts out these different names on these cards.
Oh my God. 12 people died in a building blaze.
Suicide victim to blame.
Oh my gosh.
Yes?
Who caused the fire?
Choose a name. I say Bob. Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
So like it all goes back to demons. So you know, I wish it was faster.
Suicide victim to blame.
Oh my God. This is Bob.
and you know, from the like watching this different stuff, what I realized is that you know, media like movies, TV shows, text on a piece of a label, text on a newspaper, that's easily manipulatable. You know, it's just a repositioning of ink. You know, I mean, demons can manifest stuff on low levels, on certain levels, because they've been given that power to do to do so. So it's nothing for them to put whatever picture they want right there, or to alter the footage of, you know, the who was it, the Kennedy assassination, or different movies. You know, they had that whole theory about what do you call it? I forget what it was. Some type of theory that history was being changed. No, demons are manipulating stuff. That's all it is. They can do this. It's nothing for them to do this.
What? My hands are shaking.
Yeah, okay, it says Bob. Now, let's show the picture. This is...
And what's under the Polaroid? Don't even ask. I just guessed a random name.
He is here.
Who's here?
Look.
I'm turning this over.
Look.
Oh my God! Bob is behind me!
Look at that. That is, you should go away. Go away now.
Go away now. But no, look, like I said, it's nothing but a manifestation of it's easy for them to do stuff like that. I mean, literally, it's like super easy. This is like low level stuff for a demon. A demon, and think about it, if a demon can show Esau how to make nuclear weapons, then how much, you know, how much more making a Coke bottle disappear, or, you know, switching the positions of a... Yeah, I'll just play this part of it. The pencil was supposed to be in his pocket, but it manifests right before your eyes. The second part is, they don't even try to hide it. Look at his mouth. Boom. There's no sleight of hand that could have happened. There's no sleight of hand that could have even been done, and he's going to show you when it slows down. It just changes on its own, you know? And I've seen examples of this numerous times. And of course, he's holding up the 666 the whole time. But either way, man. Exodus 8. And I'm going to start at 5. And the Lord spake unto Moses, just to show you that sorcerer has been able to do this stuff on the left-hand side on a low level. You know, they're not more powerful than the Most High, and the right-hand side angels. But they've been able to do this stuff even biblically, you know, just to bring it all together. Exodus 8, verse 5. And the Lord spake unto Moses, say unto Aaron, stretch forth thine hand with thy rod over the streams, over the rivers, and over the ponds, and cause the frogs to come up, upon the land of Egypt. And Aaron stretched out his hand over the waters of Egypt, and the frogs came up and covered the land of Egypt. And the magicians did so with their enchantments, and brought up frogs upon the land of Egypt. So the Egyptians did too. They did the same thing. Of course, it probably more than likely wasn't as great as what the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahushua did, but they did it on some low level. And I just I had another part of this highlighted. But anyway, you know, and then they had to, of course, pray, you know, that the frogs would go away. And Pharaoh said that he would let them go to do sacrifice unto the Lord, but he didn't. Of course, the Most High hardened his heart, and so they came out again and did another thing. And let's see. All right, so this is Exodus 8 and 16. And the Lord said unto Moses, say unto Aaron, stretch out thy rod and smite the dust of the land. Now this is show you that they weren't as powerful. You know, there were certain things they couldn't do, you know, because the Most High didn't allow the left-hand angels to do as such. Stretch out thy rod and smite the dust of the land, that it may become lice throughout all the land of Egypt. And they did so, for Aaron stretched out his hand with his rod and smote the dust of the earth, and it became lice in man and in beast. All the dust of the land became lice throughout all the land of Egypt. And the magicians did so with their enchantments to bring forth lice, but they could not. So there were lice upon man and upon beast. So in this particular instance, they weren't allowed to be, they weren't allowed to do as such. The Most High is more powerful than these little low-level witches and warlocks with their little low-level demons that they have, those little low-level familiar spirits where they conjure up little different things. these little, these little familiar spirit carrying little witches and warlocks. They ain't on no level, man. They can do stuff before the sight of men, and do little different wonders, but that stuff ain't nothing, man. Here's another: he that is in us is greater than he that is in the world. You know what I'm saying? And I know this is dealing with something else, it's dealing with Antichrist. But those people are generally Antichrist, in the spirit of Antichrist. But I'm gonna read this one before I go to Acts 13, since I said that he that is in us is greater than he that's in the world. So this is 1 John 4 and verse 4. Hey, 1 John 1:4. Ye are of the Most High, little children, and have overcome them, because greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. And ain't no left-hand angel gonna overcome no child of the Lord if the Most High is truly with you, man. Acts 13 and 8. But Elymas, this is talking about Bar Jesus, Elymas, who is also called Bar Jesus, the sorcerer, for so is his name by interpretation, withstood them, seeking to turn away the deputy from the faith. Then Saul, who was also called Paul, filled with the Holy Spirit, set his eyes on him and said, O full of all subtlety and mischief, just like the devil, spiritual demon Satan, thou child of the devil, thou enemy of all righteousness, wilt thou not cease to pervert the right ways of the Lord? And now, behold, the hand of the Lord is upon thee, and thou shalt be blind, not seeing the sun for a season. And immediately there fell on him a mist and a darkness, and he went about seeking some to lead him by the hand. So, these spirits and these different people who have temporary command or an alliance with these spirits, they don't have power over the true men of the Lord, true men and women of the Lord, over a true believer, over someone who that the Most High is really dealing with. These spirits and these people, these principalities, they don't truly have power over you, and they're powerless before you if the Most High is truly with you, if your spirit is right with the Lord, and you will win the battle, But, examine thyself before I come to the Lord. Make sure that you're right before you start trying to battle spirits, because it could go wrong if you allow your flesh to be proud, and if you if you don't examine yourself, make sure that you're right, for lack of a better way to put it, because if you come to it proudly, the Most High mess around, let that spirit hop on you. If you like Elder Apostle Tahar said in his video response that he did about exercising demons, he said he went up with one of the brothers that was with him at the time in this one particular situation, and the brother had dealt with his woman earlier in that day, and a demon hopped on him because he was unclean. He tried to exercise that demon, and it backfired because he was unclean. And I started to try to put a damn curse on this damn demon that came up to us at camp. But I was unclean at that time. So I refrained myself. But we continued to prophesy. Anyway, we just got to be prepared, spiritually prepared. That was a lesson to me. Make sure I'm spiritually prepared when we go out there, because it's a battlefield, man. All praise to the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Much love to you brothers out there preaching the truth and sincerity. With that, I say shalom.